Hey everyone, Ryan from Paralytics. I wanted to go through a quick PPC account audit with you guys and show you in just a few minutes how I would go through an account with you. And you can certainly do this on your own as well. So if you have access to your AdWords account, go ahead and log in and come to your overview page. That's where I'm at right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the date range. So normally you'll be defaulted to a week or a month or something like that, but I want to go out at least 3 months. If you have more data, great, but try to get at least 90 days of data. And then from there, we'll go through and look at everything. So the first thing I like to look for is in the campaign settings and just get a sense of what everything being set at, because these are things that are decided at the very beginning and then most times they're never looked at again or changed or anything like that. So the first thing that I'm looking for is sort of what networks we're using. And one of the things that I like to stay clear of, unless there's a really good reason, is the search partners network. So what that's going to do is Google's going to serve your ad not only to the people who are searching in the search bar, but then your ad's also going to show up on pages and websites throughout their network that they deem as relevant to the search, whether it's contextual content on the page or something like that. I would probably turn that off and let just the Google search network run on its own. That's just me, unless someone else has a compelling reason of why they want to turn on search partners. And if your goal is to get more traffic and more visibility, then that might be a very good option for you. If your target is more of a conversion target, then I would probably start with it off. That's the first thing I'm looking at. The other thing I'm looking at is just sort of campaign structure. So you have campaigns and how are the ad groups broken out. So it looks like in this campaign, everything is broken out by specific region, or even they've broken it out by brand related terms or very generic terms. So you would expect the audience on these may know the brand, and then these particular ad groups, they don't know the brand. So they're going to go after some very generic terms on that. So that's a good thing to look for. If you just have one campaign and one ad group, it's probably not optimal. So even one campaign should be broken up into multiple ad groups depending on what you're targeting. But think of it in terms of themes. And like if you have a business with 3 services, then you may want to have 3 different ad groups targeting each service individually. So that's something to look for there. Another thing I like to make sure of is, are we tracking conversions? So this account is, so I can see that we have conversions. And if I want to see kind of what they are, then if I go into this menu up here, I can see that it's transactions and calls from the ads. So those are good conversions, right? If I see nothing, then I'm a little concerned because maybe the account hasn't been linked to analytics, or you're not picking up anything. And so that could be problematic because it's really hard to make decisions on what to bid on and where to bid if you don't have conversion information. From there, I may dig into extensions and look for, are we using ad extensions? I mean, the more of these things that you can use, the more prominent your ad will show. So this account is using quite a few extensions, whether it's the call, click to call, dynamic images, structured snippets, call outs, and site links. So these are all pretty good extensions. Most people are going to use site links and they're going to use the call extensions. If you can do more than those 2, that's just going to make your ad look better compared to everybody else's. You may even get a higher position on those ads. From here, I may dive into search terms because I would be interested in what keywords are driving conversions and traffic to what's triggering your ad, right? So if I look through this list and I find things that are very unrelated to your business, then that's an indication that the bid strategy is not working, or you're bidding on keywords that are way too broad. So you're allowing in things that are not relevant. So This looks pretty good to me. There's even a couple of competitors in here that I can see. I may decide to carve out a special separate campaign for competitors, and so that could be an option there. So again, these are the keywords that people are actually typing that trigger your ad. This menu up here, the search keywords, these are the keywords that are set up in the campaign itself. So you can see here, these are all mostly phrase match. There's a couple of exact match keywords, a couple of broad modifiers here. So these are what are triggering the ad. These are what we're bidding on and paying for. And the one thing I'm looking for here is, if you can see way over here in this right-hand column, is quality score. So I want to make sure that the quality score on these keywords is as high as I can get them. So I love to see 10s, 9s, and 8s. 7s are okay. If you're getting a 6 or higher, that's pretty good. You're going to pay less per click than your competitor. If you're getting below a 6, you're going to pay more than your competitor. And you could pay up to 4 times as high on a CPC if your quality score is a 1, for example. If your quality score is a 10, you could be paying as much as half, or I should say as little as half, as your second competitor, maybe an ad that's underneath you. So it's very important to be looking at quality score and making sure you don't have a whole bunch of 1s, 2s, or 3s. If you do, I would look at the landing page that you're sending people to and make sure that these keywords are on that page, and make sure that your ads have the same keywords in the ads. So that's a big deal. From here, let's go over to the ads now. Let's just quickly look at what we have for ads. Okay, so we can see here that we have a few responsive search ads, which is good. These expanded text ads are going to sunset probably first quarter 2022, maybe by mid-year 2022. We'll no longer have expanded text ads. So you need to be in the process of converting these into what's called RSAs, or responsive search ads. It's going to make life easier for you. Google now has a little bit different way of serving ads. You can put up to like 15 different headlines, and they'll kind of choose the one that matches the best to the keyword that was typed in. So that is something you definitely want to look for. And so yeah, so that's really quickly how I would just go through an account and look for things that are potentially wasting money, look for things that aren't targeted very well, maybe look for opportunities for improvement, and you could do the same thing with your account. So I hope this helps. Thanks.